The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. James to Danny Green. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. LBJ with it. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Leonard. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Davis to James. You've got to get that one to go. Leonard to Paul George. It goes down.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
James curling inside. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Beverly into the front court. Down just a couple. Has a look. Harrell can't connect. Kuzma to James. Anthony Davis lets it go. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Leonard. They'll get it down to Green. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Nothing going here on that drive. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Williams across the timeline. Down by 1. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely, but everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's the second time in his career he's been named 6th Man of the Year, and that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Paul George trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Here's Rondo with it. He'll run the offense. LeBron James, guarded by Patterson. Nice pass to set things up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Paul George to Williams. Not that time. Rondo with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To James. Here comes the screen. James matched up with Patrick Patterson. Can't connect. George. To Williams. Has a chance. Williams' shot won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And draws the foul.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. LA Clippers with the basketball. Driving right to the basket. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Caldwell Pope. Shot from the lane won't go. Clippers have the basketball. Beverly gets to the basket and scores.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Into the front court comes Rondo. They trail by 2. Caldwell Pope. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Beverly into the front court. All tied up, 13 apiece. Shot from in close, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the first quarter. It's all even at the end of this quarter. A tight ball game thus far. 15 all as we start the second quarter. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Caldwell Pope to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Paul George. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Bradley to Howard. Can't connect from inside. It's the Clippers with the possession now. So Leonard. Slam dunk.
And easy to get back on defense.
Bradley. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Kuzma to Howard. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Dwight Howard at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Williams into the front court. Down a point. Doesn't get the bounce. Bradley to Caldwell Pope. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Leonard to Williams. Leonard taken down by Howard. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Leonard. Count the basket at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Los Angeles, they have it. Bradley to Caldwell Pope. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Leonard still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Danny Green to Howard. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
George to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard up against the 8-time All-Star. Kawhi Leonard, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's James controlling the offense. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
And now they'll play Hack-a-Dwight and send Howard to the line with the intentional foul.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Misses the first. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Beverley to George. Leonard. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. To James. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. It's LA Clippers ball. PG lets it fly. And the Lakers clear. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Lakers have the lead.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lakers will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Clippers were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Field goals.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a terrible job of adjusting to the flow of the game. They're also lacking effort in their execution.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly to Paul George. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in LA?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in LA. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
It's George for 2 off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Down low for Davis. Anthony Davis. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Leonard. It's Howard, the rebound. Davis to Bradley. Paul George sends it away. Tough make through traffic. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Paul George to Leonard. And a throwdown. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
LeBron with it up top. His team on top by 13. Kuzma. They'll get it down to Davis. Anthony Davis. Looking good. 4 for 5.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
George matched up with Howard. To Beverly. Down to 5 on the 24. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. James to Bradley. Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Avery Bradley at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Missed it at the line. Williams across the timeline. Down by 15. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's Leonard for two. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Missed the foul shot. James to Davis. Not that time. Clippers have the basketball. To Leonard. Takes stock of the floor. Leonard. Off the mark. LeBron into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Danny Green to Davis. Gets a shot up. Off the mark. Williams into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Leonard. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Finish that. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Here comes the screen. Leonard. To Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. And he's yet to hit one from deep. It's no good. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. LeBron James. He's now 4 for 6.
We're watching. Clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Leonard. what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Davis, down low. Won't go. Williams across the timeline. Trailing by 15. Lou Williams. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Shot from the lane won't go. That's me. 15-footer at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter with the Lakers in command. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing it.
Rondo picked up by Patrick Patterson. – 24-second violation. Leonard to Harkless. Down low for Leonard. Nice pass to get things going.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Rondo defended by Harkless. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Williams into the front court. They're looking to make something happen. Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Deep two there, won't go. Ah, the monster stuff. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Rondo matched up with Patrick Patterson. To Davis. Anthony Davis. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Here comes the screen. Beverly can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Harrell can't connect. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Bradley. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
And two for AD.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Beverly to Williams. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Lou Williams at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. James to Davis. Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. To Williams. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Bradley to Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Beverly to Leonard. To Beverly. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound taken down by Kuzma.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whoop, that's a scary thing to watch.
from the painted area won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Clippers couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Field goals.
The Los Angeles Lakers were tough to beat today considering how well they shot the ball. It's easy to frustrate your opponent when even their best defensive effort doesn't translate into a lead or, more importantly, a win.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course. But even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.